YouTube, oh my goodness, I am excited, and I know you guys probably are too. We got some Olympic basketball coming up, folks, in 2024, and at the time we're recording this video, it is July the 10th, and it's about noon, right? And tonight, it will be the first USA basketball game that's played over the course of this summer, and it is an exhibition game, first of a few exhibition games against who I think we'll get into a little later is the USA's biggest threat, and that is Canada, right? It starts at 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. If you're watching this video right now, it's a good chance it's already happened or is about to happen, right? So, you know, for me, it's 10:30. If you live on the West Coast, it'll be 7:30 p.m. I am so unbelievably excited for the Olympics. I think this Paris 2024 Summer Olympics for basketball has a chance to be the greatest Olympics we ever see, right? I want you guys to go down in the comment section right now. Let me know if you're watching this video, what country you're from and what team you're supporting in the Olympics. For me, it's USA, Team USA. I'll be rooting for the USA men's national team. And like I said, I know there are a lot of viewers on this channel, if you guys follow my channel at all, that are from other countries, right? So, you know, there's a lot of great basketball talent in the Olympics this season. The USA's got their work cut out for them. I want to talk about the USA team. I want to talk about some of the biggest threats to USA team. We'll get into all the teams and stuff like that. It's just so fun, man. I just love the Olympics and I'm so excited. It's unbelievable the amount of great basketball we're about to witness here. But, you know, the Olympics to me mean a ton because, you know, Olympic basketball just hits different, right? And I think, you know, they can mean a little more, right? Because, you know, it is basketball on the biggest stage, right? We always think about the NBA as the biggest stage. That's kind of not really true because the Olympics really are, you know, I'm just so happy to be a basketball fan during this time where it's almost like a revolution of great, you know, talent coming from other places, right? I could probably say that confidently, right? That you could make a case that the top 5 NBA players right now are foreign players, right? And that is such an amazing thing to me because, you know, when I was watching basketball from a young age, you know, you had some foreign players, you know, Dirk Nowitzki was probably the best of the bunch when I started watching, and what it's grown into is just so beautiful to watch. And like I said, let me know down in the comment section before we start the video. I know this was a long intro. I apologize. I'm just so excited and I wanted to share it with you guys. What country are you from? What country are you supporting? You know, I know that I've looked at a lot of the analytics on my channel and, you know, there's a lot of Philippines viewers. So if you're from the Philippines, let me know down in the comments. I know basketball is big in the Philippines. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to Australia, Canada, Serbia, right? All these great places that basketball has gotten so big in. And I know it's just so cool to me that there's so many people around the world watching my content, and it really is just such a beautiful thing to me. So with that, after you guys let me know down in the comments, let's get right into the video, folks. In this video, I want to talk about, again, all the Olympic teams, right? I'm primarily going to focus on USA and the biggest threats to USA basketball, you know, because at the end of the day, while there is so much great talent around the world and USA in recent Olympics have been a little bit less than, you know, their standard, and we have to give so much credit to the other countries, but I think it's fair to say that USA is still the top dog in the Olympic, you know, circuit or whatever you want to call it. So we're going to go over the news with the team, you know, the rosters, and like I said, you know, all the biggest threats to USA basketball and just how great, you know, this Olympics could be. But first, I want to mention this big news that, you know, at the time of recording this video, just about an hour ago, Kawhi Leonard actually basically said that he is going to step away from USA basketball. He's not going to be playing for the Paris Olympics. He wants to focus on his off season with the Clippers and getting right for the NBA season. I think that's a good move for him. You know, Kawhi Leonard's had a lot of injuries over the past few years, and I can definitely understand where he's coming from. I think some people might say that, you know, Kawhi should play for his country, but I do understand where he's coming from because this is a guy that you really can't take lightly the injury history of him, and I think it's important for him to get his body right if that's what he has to do. And, you know, the news basically just broke that Derrick White will actually be replacing Kawhi Leonard in the 2024 Olympics. I think this is a good move for Team USA. They needed some more role players who can play both sides of the floor, right? You have Jrue Holiday and now Derrick White, the Boston Celtics backcourt, really. And again, I think this is a good move for them because, like I said, there's a lot of, you know, great scorers on this team, but not a lot of dogs that can, you know, get down to the, you know, floor and get those 50-50 balls, do the dirty work, right? You know, a lot of these superstars, you know, they're scorers, they're playmakers, they're offensive guys. So a good move for Team USA, I think, bringing on Derrick White to the team. We've talked about the roster in previous videos. You know, I'll probably leave a link down in the description to those videos that I, you know, made about the Team USA roster. I'll just briefly go over it once again because, you know, I think it is important for the video. So right now, as I mentioned, you know, Kawhi Leonard stepping down and he will not be on the roster. It'll be Derrick White in his place. You know, we have Bam Adebayo from the center position position from the Miami Heat. Devin Booker as the guard from the Phoenix Suns. Again, all these players are so great, and it's just amazing to me that they're all on the same team. We get to watch Steph Curry for the Golden State Warriors, greatest shooter of all time in my opinion, kind of everyone's opinion, honestly. Anthony Davis of the Los Angeles Lakers, one of two Lakers, on this team, and Kevin Durant, maybe the GOAT scorer of all time. I think that's a debate you could have. For the Phoenix Suns, once again, two Suns and two Lakers already on this list so far. We have Anthony Edwards from the Minnesota Timberwolves, who basically said recently he is the #1 option on the team, and I love that competitive spirit of Ant. My personal favorite player, Joel Embiid, right, of my Philadelphia 76ers. Awesome to see him on Team USA. I know there's been some controversy with that. People are not happy that he's not playing for, Cameroon or France. I think it's, his choice, right? I think he is a citizen of all these countries, and at the end of the day, it's his choice. He made his choice. I think as fans, we should be okay with that. And I'm excited to see Joel Embiid play with all these guys personally. I could see the other side of the argument as well, but that's just kind of how I feel about it. Tyrese Halliburton, point guard 2.0 of the Indiana Pacers. We have Jrue Holiday, as I mentioned before, of I almost said Milwaukee Bucks, the Boston Celtics, obviously, winning that second title in his career just a few months ago. We have maybe either the second or the greatest player of all time, LeBron James. That is my, GOAT. I never got to see Jordan play. I'm a huge LeBron fan. I just love LeBron, so I'm a massive LeBron fan. He'll be on the team once again, and as I mentioned, Kawhi Leonard will not be on the team. I'm just going through the list here. It'll be Derrick White. Jayson Tatum from the Boston Celtics will be another forward, and the coaches are Steve Kerr of the Golden State Warriors, Mark Few, who is a college coach. We have Tyronn Lue of the Clippers, and Eric Spoelstra of the Heat. This is a great coaching group. So that's, the team for USA. Some of the greatest basketball players of all time are on this team. You talk about LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, right? And then we got some guys that, could potentially someday be on that type of list. We have, young guys like Anthony Edwards and Jayson Tatum, right? These are guys that, hopefully someday in their career they could say that they're up there with those guys. And just a great overall team. I think it's really balanced. You have a lot of good bigs. You have, and I say good, I mean great, like all world great. Embiid, Adebayo, and AD. You have elite shot making on basically every level of position, right? You have, most notably to me, Devin Booker, Anthony Edwards, Kevin Durant, right? Devin Booker, right? So many great shot makers. Jayson Tatum. These are guys that are just offensive scoring machines. You have great playmaking from LeBron James, Jrue Holiday, Derrick White now. So, this is just a really great team. In my opinion, one of the best basketball teams ever assembled in not just NBA history, in all of basketball history. This could be the best. I personally think it is the best. It could just be me being biased towards this era because that's all I really know. But let me know down in the comments section who's better, the 96 Dream Team or this team. Definitely let me know. But yeah, I think, this is clearly a team for the ages, right? You have all-time great players, as I mentioned. So who are the biggest threats to USA? That's really what we're here to talk about for the most part. And, we're going to start with Team Canada, right? They are absolutely dangerous in this Olympic bracket. I mean, the top two, basically superstar guards in the NBA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Jamal Murray, right? Jamal Murray, an NBA champion superstar guard. He's a big guard, can score in bunches and play make to the fullest. You have SGA, who was the MVP runner-up. I mean, this backcourt is nuts, right? That's a good thing you get a guy like Derrick White in there. You already have Jrue Holiday to defend these backcourts because these backcourts in this Olympics are going to be crazy from scoring wise. And, Canada is probably the best of the bunch, right? You have a ton of Olympic talent on Team Canada that is NBA, basically starting caliber players, and not even just starters. Like a lot of them are superstars. Unfortunately, Andrew Wiggins has stepped down. He's not going to be playing in Team Canada. He was a late scratch apparently, so that's kind of interesting there. But you do have Dylan Brooks, right, of the Houston Rockets. You have RJ Barrett of the Toronto Raptors, formerly the New York Knicks. Lou Dort of the Oklahoma City Thunder, so two Thunder players there. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, who is a 3-and-D guy from the Minnesota Timberwolves, one of the best defensive wings in the league, in my opinion. Trey Lyles of the Sacramento Kings. Khem Birch, who's played a lot in the NBA. Kelly Olynyk, who's an awesome big man, kind of passing, do-it-all kind of big man. I love his game. Andrew Nembhard of the Pacers, who had a great showing in the Eastern Conference Finals last season. Dwight Powell, longtime Maverick, right? So there's tons of NBA talent on this team. Just a great roster there. I mean, this is probably the toughest of the bunch. We're going to get into some more in a little bit, but Canada is clearly the number 2 team on paper for me in this Olympics, and it's so awesome that we're going to see USA play them tonight at the time you're recording this video. Like I said, if you're watching it might have already happened. We'll see, but hopefully USA wins that game. I got my fingers crossed. But Canadian viewers, let me know down in the comment section how hopeful are you of winning the gold this year. I think you got a really good shot if you're a Canadian fan, so definitely much love and respect to you guys. Hopefully you guys have a great tournament. I'm wishing everybody in this tournament luck. Obviously, I want to see the best basketball played. I am a USA fan as I'm from here, but I just want to see the best basketball, right? So I'm wishing luck to every team. You know, this is just about competition at the highest stage, and that's what I love to see. So good luck to you guys. Let me know down in the comments section what you're feeling about your teams, whether it's Canada, whoever, right? The second biggest threat I think you're going to see is Team France. Team France is nuts. I mean, they have in the front court Victor Wembanyama and Rudy Gobert. I mean, think about that defensive tandem there. I would imagine both those guys on the same floor at the same time. You know, that is no one scoring in the paint on those two. The double Eiffel Tower, maybe that's what they'll call it. I don't know. But, you know, plenty of NBA talents as well in, you know, Team France. We have Nicolas Batum, who's one of my favorite Sixers last season. And unfortunately, he went to the Clippers, but, you know, what a great player for them. Another front court guy that can do a lot of great things on both ends of the floor. Bilal Coulibaly, I think, is a great fit for them. Evan Fournier, sharpshooting specialist, right? Spent a lot of time in the NBA, had a lot of success. And, you know, obviously Frank Ntilikina, drafted high by the Knicks and has had a long career as a defensive, you know, backcourt member in this league, right? So ton of great talent for France. You know, if I'm leaving these guys out that I don't know of because they're not in the NBA, I'm not trying to be disrespectful by leaving them out. You know, this is a channel we talk about the NBA. So that's my area of knowledge. So if you're watching this video and you know some guys from these teams that haven't played in the NBA, I apologize. They could be superstars for all I know. I'm not trying to leave them out to be disrespectful. It's just I don't know them personally. So Team France obviously really good, especially in that front court. Like I said, defensively, they're going to be an absolute nightmare to go against. Size and ability alone. You know, another team I didn't mention yet was Australia. Australia has a great team. Newly acquired guard for the Hawks, Dyson Daniels, who I think is a great defender and playmaker. Matthew Dellavedova, awesome to see him playing for Team Australia. You know, had a great run with the Cleveland Cavaliers, you know, in 2016, obviously, on those LeBron teams. Such a fun player to watch defensively. He's just an absolute dog. You have Dante Exum on Team Australia, so the backcourt is really good. I mean, think about this, right? Ton of NBA talents here. Dyson Daniels, Matthew Dellavedova, Dante Exum, Josh Giddey, playmaker extraordinaire, Josh Green, another wing that can defend, Joe Ingles, Jock Londale, Patty Mills. I mean, these are a lot of NBA players here, you know, most of them guards. So I do wonder about their size, you know, so that'll be interesting to see. But listen, that's a lot of NBA talent there for sure. And, you know, that is definitely a threat to some of these other teams, including USA. For the Serbian team, right? You know, we have Serbia here as one of the top threats to US, right? You know, it is questionable whether or not Jokic will actually play in the Olympics because he seems to be on the fence. You guys can let me know down in the comment section if I'm missing something there. I've heard that he's not 100% committed to playing the Olympics yet, so he is listed on the roster currently, so we'll have to see. But Nikola Jokic is on the roster, and if he plays, man, that's gonna be a tough out for any team. I don't care who it is. Nikola Jokic is the best player in the entire world, in my opinion, so you got that going for you if you're Serbia, obviously. Bogdan Bogdanovic, right? Another great Serbian player. He's a bucket, man. He's a sharpshooter. He's gonna be a tough guy to stop in the backcourt. You also have Nikola Jovic from the Miami Heat, right? So two Nikolas and two similar names there to Nikola Jokic. Good player. I really like Jovic's game. And Alexei Pokusevski. So Poku getting some opportunity there with the Serbian national team. Love to see it. I think Serbia is a problem for a lot of these teams. And if Jokic plays especially, I mean, that is going to be a tough out. You know, France would have a good matchup, I guess, with the two Eiffel Towers down there, but let's see how that turns out. You know, I do like Serbia's team for sure. One thing I want to mention about Spain, right? Spain has a good team, and one guy in particular that I just always liked was Rudy Fernandez, right? Rudy Fernandez was a player in the NBA and also, you know, a great Olympic player in that 2008 Olympics. It was just draining threes left and right. It was like Steph Curry, you know, prime Steph Curry in that game. USA versus Spain. That's the game that Kobe decked Pau Gasol on a screen on the first play. Rudy Fernandez, so awesome to see him playing at his age in the Olympics again. That's gonna be so fun. Hopefully he gets some minutes because I love that guy. I believe he played for the Trailblazers and the Sacramento Kings. I could be wrong about the Kings. I know he played for the Trailblazers. Great elite shooter. You also have Santi Aldama of the Memphis Grizzlies, can provide some offensive versatility. Usman Garuba of the Golden State Warriors. The Hernan Gomez twins, which will be interesting. You know, I think those are obviously two good players, have both played in the NBA. So plenty of Spain's always a great team in these Olympics. You know, they have a great program over there. But obviously, you know, Germany is one of the best teams because you think about the FIBA World Cup, they actually won that and defeated the USA with, you know, Dennis Schroeder and the Wagner twins, right? Both Wagners will be playing in the Olympics, as far as I understand. Both really good NBA players, and Dennis Schroeder as well. He gave Team USA a ton of issues. I know it's a different roster now, but Dennis Schroeder is a guy to watch out for. His performance in those FIBA World Cups were amazing. Also have Daniel Tice with the German roster, another longtime NBA veteran, really good player. Isaac Bonga spent some time with the league. So, you know, Germany is always going to be a great program. And as I mentioned with with that FIBA World Cup performance, they are a team to watch, especially with the Wagner twins as well. You know, those are great NBA players for the Magic. Greece is expected to have Giannis Antetokounmpo and Kostas Antetokounmpo. So Giannis, obviously a top 3 player in the entire world, and if he gets going, you know, he is a absolute nightmare to go against. He is just an absolute problem for anybody. I don't care what you throw at him defensively, he's going to be a problem. So with just Giannis and, you know, a lot of these other Greek players, you have to give them a chance to be really good. And for the most part, you know, I think those are the teams that will give the USA the most issues. You know, primarily France, talked about Serbia, Germany, Canada, the biggest one maybe. Australia's really great. There's just a lot of great Olympic teams now, and I'm just so excited. You know, I can't wait to see, you know, my country up against these countries and just have the best basketball, right? There's other teams obviously in the mix, but, you know, those are the main ones I wanted to focus on in this video. Let me know down in the comment section what you think team has the best chance to defeat Team USA. Could be any of them, you know, could be even one that I didn't mention. I apologize if I didn't mention your team. It's just, I mean, no disrespect at all. You know, it's just my opinion. These are the teams I think have the best chance. And again, this is limited knowledge across the world, right? I only really know the most about NBA basketball, so there's probably a ton of players I didn't talk about that could absolutely be devastating for the US. I'm sure they will, right? Because again, my area of coverage only spans as far as the NBA goes, right? So these are the players I know. Let me know down in the comment section of anybody I didn't mention on this list that you think is really great and should have been covered in this video. I love learning new stuff about other players and, you know, countries and teams. So I genuinely would love to hear feedback on players I didn't mention that, you know, I get to learn something new about a new great basketball player. So that's fun for me. So let me know down in the comment section if anybody on these teams I didn't mention or any teams in particular I didn't mention, you know, and let's be clear, you know, anybody who makes the Olympics is an elite basketball team, right? So if I didn't cover them in the video, that doesn't mean I don't think they're elite. I just, you know, I'm just an NBA guy, right? So hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day today. Like I said in the intro, you know, I'm just so excited, and, you know, maybe we'll do more Olympic coverage in the future. You guys always seem to enjoy these videos. I know I have international viewers on this channel. Shout out to you guys. You guys are amazing. You know, and people in another country like following the NBA as close as we do. Like, it's just so cool to think about how great and expanded the NBA has become. It's awesome to see, you know, because everybody around the world now gets to enjoy the league that we do. So I think that's a great thing for the game. I think it's a great thing for other places, and I just love basketball, and I know you guys do too. So make sure you guys drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Comment where you're from, who you're rooting for, you know, any information I missed or don't know about. I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Love all my international viewers. I just love all my viewers, right? But this is a time where international viewers and, you know, basketball fans can get some appreciation that they deserve for helping make the game as big as it is today. And shout out to you guys for this one, man. You guys are the best. It's so crazy to me to think about that, you know, people from all across the world could be watching this video right now. I just really don't think about that stuff all the time until I do a video like this. So, or, you know, I look at the analytics and it's like, you know, it's only like 60% of my viewer base is from the US, at least, you know, from what YouTube says apparently. So it's just interesting to me. It's awesome to me that, you know, there's so much people around the world watching. So that really means a lot to me. Make sure you guys stick around with the channel if you guys don't want to miss any more Olympic content, NBA content. We upload content every day on the channel, all things NBA, or, you know, at this point basketball, every day on the Dehave channel. That's my promise to you guys. If you subscribe, that's what you're getting, right? All things NBA every day. Could be about your favorite team moving forward. It could be about anything, right? But it will be about basketball every day. I can promise you that. And hopefully you guys have a fantastic rest of your day today. Enjoy the games and enjoy the USA versus Canada. It's gonna be so fun to watch. I will catch you guys in the next one. This is your boy Dehave, and as always, peace.